Now, during our 25th anniversary sale, save on Z-Bart Complete Window Tint from $99.95, or Z-Bart Sunroofs from $139.95 installed, or Z-Bart Running Boards Cab Length from $129.95 installed, and Z-Bart Bed Liners from $199.95 installed.
This is WKJG-TV, Channel 33, Fort Wayne.
And now, stay tuned for the best of Carson. Show starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra, inviting you to join Johnny and his guest, Tom Selleck, Carol Kane, and clarinet virtuoso Eddie Daniels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
You folks, look, you realize by doing that, you're eating in the monologue. Okay, this is going to be a test tonight. Anyway, thank you. Welcome to the Tonight Show, or as we call it, Operation Comedy Martyrdom. Anyway, look, I know you've been out in the hot sun for what, 3, 4 hours? Aren't we putting up next week? You said they're putting up an awning or something out there?
It's a little way down the line, John. As soon as it gets colder.
As soon as it gets colder, we're putting up the awning. Tell you what, just between you and me, when Tom Selleck comes out here tonight, let's make him feel like he's the sex symbol. Boy, you make up for... Last night, we had one of those crowds of just rough. Well, let me tell you. The ushers caught them scuffing up their tomatoes with an emery board before they threw them down here. I was just talking to Tom Selleck backstage. He's a good-looking guy. And you probably know his Magnum P.I. character was killed off at the end of last season. Did you know that? They're bringing him back to life again this fall. Now, I don't want to tip it off and tell you how they managed to do this, but I'll give you a clue. His co-star on the opening episode is Oral Roberts. Why not? Okay. Now, I know a lot of you are on vacation. You're probably looking for exciting things to do. Believe me, right here in the San Fernando Valley, a lot of exciting things. Have you been to the Universal Laundroplex? It's 18 laundromats in one complex. And you can spend a whole day there and not see the same underwear twice. Weird joke, but I threw it out there. Sean Penn, as you probably know, is in the Slammer, I guess. And, no. Some people have written the paper, they're complaining because Sean Penn apparently is staying in what they call kind of a country club prison and sells for $300 a day. He pays, you have to pay the jail. It's about $300 a day, and it's a very posh prison. The convicts make only personalized license plates. It is, I checked into it, it's not exactly Alcatraz. The name of the place is Ma Prison. It's a very chic prison. They have an answering machine in case any messages come over the radiator pipes. And enough of that, 3 in a row. Well, what else is in the news? President Reagan, of course, is always in the news. He proposed, as you probably know, a ceasefire in Nicaragua. And if it works there, he's going to try it out on the Santa Monica Freeway. But he did. This is kind of a switch. He proposed a plan to stop sending arms to Iran and a peace plan to cut off funds to the Contras. Was that... Oh, wait a second. I mean, no arms to Iran and no money to the Contras? Mean we wasted a whole scandal for nothing? I knew that wasn't going to get much, but I kind of liked that rhythm of it. How would you like to be in the Straits of Hormuz lately? Think Iran says now they're holding maneuvers in the Persian Gulf. Now, Iran does not have the most modern technology. They have one submarine with oars. And the crew only comes up once a year for the annual Ayatollah look-alike contest. So, here's something that's going to startle you. You know what this week marks the anniversary of? The 30th anniversary of American Bandstand. Do you realize that, you know what this means? Dick Clark is now old enough to be his father. Now, this is a little weird, but it is true. It's the 97th anniversary of the first electrocution in an electric chair. This is a weird group. Now, see, back in 1890, the jails did not have electricity, so the prisoner, what they did, he was strapped in, he was forced to scuff his feet rapidly on a shag carpet. And then at midnight, they made him touch his hand to a doorknob and... Weird. McDonald's is in the news. The McDonald's with the arches. They're getting rid, maybe you read this today, they're getting rid of their styrofoam containers that you get the Big Macs in. Do you know why? Because apparently they're made of fluorocarbons, and they're not very good for they're destructive for the environment, and McDonald's is going to do away with those. You think if they were really serious, they would have started with their special sauce. Which apparently is seeping into the groundwater all over. And well, little television news. Valerie Harper, did you know that story? Yeah. She was holding out on her show because she wanted something like $80,000 a week, and she went back to work. I guess she got that kind of money. Let me take a poll here. Now, be honest. How many people think that television performers deserve that kind of money? Yeah. How many of you think we're overpaid before you answer that? Remember, I control the air conditioning. How many of you think we are overpaid? I knew where that was going to go. Leave it on. Anyway, we got a good show tonight. Along with Tom Selleck, Miss Carol Kane is with us tonight. And Eddie Daniels, who plays great clarinet. So stay where you are. We'll be right back.
Although we've created over 30 wonderful wishbone dressings, we had yet to come up with a ranch dressing we flipped over. Until now. New ranch and light ranch dressings. Finally, a ranch dressing good enough to be called wishbone.
You know, I've gotten compliments on my smile, but I'm kind of famous for my legs. Lowry seasoned salt. It really shapes them up, because it's the original.
Even in the world's most beautiful playgrounds, things don't always go so beautifully. But that's okay as long as you have Visa Gold. Because we'll not only help you get a doctor, a lawyer for anything you need, we'll deliver a new Visa Gold and emergency cash to anywhere you are, anywhere in the world. And emergency cash is something American Express just can't deliver. Visa Gold, it's everywhere you want to be.
Just Summit Marketing invite you to the WXKE Three Rivers Bodybuilding Championship, July 16th, 2 p.m. at Fryman Square. Come and see this year's hottest event.
Combos.
Combos, bite-sized food real fast. The real food you love on the go at last. Outside cracker, inside made with cheese, or pretzel on the outside, if you please. Or just as delicious, there's another kind. Cracker with real peanut butter inside. Bite-sized food real fast. Combos, combos, combos.
Combos, combos.
Okay. Did you realize, I didn't realize it. A gentleman said, how is the ice-slip garbage barge doing? That thing is still out of New York Harbor? They don't know what to do with it?
Boy.
Now, that's been what? A couple of months?
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do. It's just sitting there. Well, we're going to have the crew on if they ever get off of that thing. Now I'm not sure we want the crew on it. Anyway, we got Tom Selleck with us tonight, Carol Kane, Eddie Daniels. Now, a couple of times a year, we send one of our staff out, Denise Sulam, and we have her beat the bushes around town for just new products, new things that are on the air, and we thought you might like to see some of them. This is called the Reagan phone. Believe it or not, you see this? Get a close-up of that. This is from select merchandise. It costs $59.99. Now, Freddie's going to call. Now, you hear it ringing? Now, watch what happens when I pick up the receiver.
Mr. Carson?
Well, I can't talk to you now. I've got a bandage on my nose.
You see, and then you hang it up. And he
hangs up.
Isn't that cute?
Good.
They also have a Reagan answering machine, I think, that forgets your messages. This crowd is going to love this. This is the kind of crowd that is going to love this toy. This is called the Dismember. This is made by Deborah Boley of Dublin, Ohio. Sells for about $10. And what it is, I guess if you're frustrated and hostile, and God knows there are a lot of hostile people around here, and you get really angry, you tear your bed. That's by Deborah Boley. Deborah's a very disturbed lady who wrote that. No, I shouldn't say that, but is that to get your frustrations out? You just tear your teddy bear to pieces. Okay. These are called, these are sunglasses. They're called glazers, and it comes with a little, I guess this lights up or something when you press it. Oh, I see, it squirts. I didn't know that. Oh.
Where did everybody go?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this. I didn't know my glasses were loaded. That's, those were worn by the Malibu Fire Department, you know, real hip out there. This is Tickle Bear. This is made by Axlon, sold at most stores, about $20, and you turn it upside down, well, you squeeze it.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it giggles, and you turn it upside down, and it screams when it sees this other bear. You scream too, you just pulled your brother's arms off. What? Okay, take it easy. All right. This is called, another good toy for this crowd, Dissect an Alien. This tells you something about the times we live in, right? It's an alien. Sold at Toys International, about $17.95. And I guess you open it up. And you can dissect And remove.
Oh, no.
God.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Is that weird? Kids will love it. It's all harmless stuff. It's plastic. There's nothing they can do to hurt anything at all. You got dressed up. You look real nice, Denise. This is the young lady who picks out all of our products. Ask Denise. All right. You've all seen mounted fish on people have over their trophies? Trophy wall? Okay. You could have that mounted, you see. Now, what you can do, let me show you how this works here. All right. Now, can you see this? What it is. You know what set that off? It was the sound. You see, now it's quiet. Now look. Can you imagine going to the size rumpus room and you had a couple of pills and you see this on the wall, mounting a live fish? Okay. This is called the Dober mask. Apparently, if you're out walking a dog and you're worried and you say you got a little poodle, you got a Yorkie, right. You put this over your dog's, you know, like a Yorkie or poodle to scare the other dogs. Okay. That's created by Alvin Sater of New York City, about $8 there. You know what this is? A doggy life jacket. No, this is a regular life jacket. If you take your dog, I guess, on a boat, if you have a boat, you don't have a dog.
No.
Well, if you had a dog,
sure,
you put this on her, and if your dog falls overboard,
right.
Right. This was invented by a guy on the Titanic who wanted to play one last game of Frisbee with his dog. You won't believe what this is, folks. You got it. How'd you know that? Huh. Well, you're gonna see it again. This is the Papal Sprinkler, believe it or not, by the Fun Company in Detroit. It sells for $55. Where do I turn this on, Denise?
There's a little switch on the canister.
Little switch on the canister. You better stand back now, because you actually press it.
Now you're worried about me.
Oh, I see it right here. Is that it? No, I'm not. I'm doing it wrong or something.
Go ahead, Denny.
Show me how to do that there. Oh, I see. How many of you want to see a wet T-shirt contest? Anyway, that's made by the Fun Company Detroit. They also make a rabbi hedge clipper. You know what this is? This is sold through the Hanover House catalog. It's called a Johnny phone. It hangs in the John. It is a telephone, it's an AM/FM radio, and a toilet paper dispenser. All at once.
How much?
What? It's about $30, you know? And I...
Guess I'll take one.
Oh, it's a regular... Send more paper. If you run out and you're sitting there, you can call out for paper and you don't have to get up and... You've been there, right? This really is for Ed. This is called the beer bell. If you want to work out, this is a barbell attached to a beer mug, available at Bloomingdale's, and it's a weighted barbell. So when you drink, you're also working out at the same time.
Oh, isn't that great?
Terrific. Okay, that's about $13.50. Oh, well, I knew this was going to happen.
Sooner or later.
Here, hold that one up. Jim and Tammy masks. It's really not very lifelike, is it? But then neither is Tammy. This is made by Panush Palace, sold at major toy stores. It's called Zap It. Now, what this does, it's a disappearing ink gun. It sprays, it sprays blue ink. In other words, if I shot this...
This crowd wants that.
This crowd will go for anything at all. And they like to dismember teddy bear, the dissect an alien, killing people. How long does it take for it to come out? It will?
Yeah, about 2 minutes. But if...
Oh, look at Denise. She's picking up the goggles. So who can we try this on? All right, look. Yeah, because you've got a whiter...
Yeah. One was sufficient.
Now that...
Brand new suit.
Now that dries out in a couple of what? Years? No, that completely disappears. We tried it this afternoon.
Really?
And in 2 minutes, that will be completely gone.
What is this?
This is just called, they're made by Frozen Moments. They don't do anything. They're just like art objects. It's like you're pouring a glass of beer. This is a plate full of spaghetti with a fork, and that's all they do. No price was available.
All right.
Remember the Slinky? Popular some years ago. All right, here's a 24-karat, gold-plated, hefty, sold at Neiman Marcus. They get $300 for this little Slinky, but isn't that gorgeous? I never could work one of these. Well, that's it.
That's it.
Didn't you used to put them on steps and then go down
the stairs? Perfect.
Okay. Looks like Zsa Zsa Gabor's rosary. Oh, I forgot this one here. This is called, now you gotta be careful when you pick this up. It's a little microphone. It's called Message Mic. It has a little button here. You record your message and you set it down. When the next person gets home, you simply pick it up.
Right.
And the message is there. Sold at Shop in Tokyo in Los Angeles. The place is called Shop at Tokyo in Los Angeles. It's $30. Let's see what it says.
Ed, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're fired.
I recorded another one.
If we don't get any laughs with this bit, I'm fired.
There you go. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Now, what is this?
I don't know what this is called. I guess they will design... God, is that supposed to be me?
It's supposed to be you. Looks...
This is designed by Gay Calvin in Houston, Texas. And Denise tells me, you told me this afternoon, this is an anatomically correct doll. Or in my case, anatomically startling. It doesn't do, I guess it doesn't do anything.
That's it.
Apparently they can get any celebrity or well-known person, he will make up this doll.
Yeah.
Do you think that looks...
I think so, yeah.
There's no price on this. What would that cost, Denise?
She hasn't said any price.
No price on that.
No price.
Okay.
A priceless item.
I'll hook this up with the Pope sprinkler and we can get wet. Okay, thank you, Denise. You did a wonderful job. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello. Ed's relatives are still with us and have become big fans of our Bartles & James premium wine coolers. His cousin Mason says our Bartles & James Original Premium is the finest product of its kind, bar none. His grandnephew Wyman says he prefers the lively, fresh berry taste of our Bartles & James Premium Berry. Well, these James family arguments can get pretty heated, so I'm staying out of it. Thanks for your support.
Is this your idea of summer fun? This year, plan ahead and let Marriott show you what a summer weekend can really be. It's our 2 for breakfast weekend. Depending on location, rates start as low as $49 per night, not per person. And a hearty breakfast for 2 is included. Marriott's 2 for breakfast weekend. Call now, 1-800-USA-WKND. At these rates, rooms disappear fast.
I've had enough of eating burgers. I've had enough of every kind. Of burgers big and burgers small, it doesn't matter what they're called. I've had enough.
The revolution has begun. Taste the Arby's difference.
Look up in the sky. It's Arby's new Super Giant with even more roast beef, able to please the biggest appetites in a single bite. Try one today.
It has a new, elegantly crafted back end and a new sculptured hood. And under it, you'll find a new, powerful 4.5-liter V8, making it accelerate faster, yes, faster, than comparably priced BMWs, Volvos, and Mercedes. It's the 1988 Cadillac Eldorado, and it's why car enthusiasts everywhere are saying, the Eldorado's back.
We are back.
Really good.
All right. See, there's absolutely no color in that at all anymore. That's just the dampness from the gun, and that'll completely almost disappear. Or it's a new suit on me.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Wonderful, you. My first guest actually is in town for the 8th season celebration of Magnum PI, and he's heading back for Hawaii. Okay, let's get him out here. Mr. Tom Selleck. We're talking major exposure here tonight, aren't we?
It's a pretty nice outfit, huh?
Yeah, it's a nice outfit.
I thought so. I made a mistake, John.
He told me backstage. I walked into his dressing room and I said, "Are you changing?" He says, "You forgot to bring..."
I forgot my pants.
Seriously?
Yeah. No, I left the office. I had, I've been lucky. I've won polls on a lot of things, but never, I don't know whether it's the way Magnum dresses or the way I dress, but never any best dressed thing. Yeah. So I picked out a real nice outfit. I raced from the office over to the cleaners, picked all my cleaning up, and, it's hot out, and I didn't want to leave it all in the car, so my folks live out in the valley here, so I dropped the stuff off, got about to the studio here, and missed my great white linen pants. They're really nice. Really nice. I have the rest of the outfit. It's really nice. This was the bottom.
There's the whole, look at
really
that.
A nice shoe.
Look at that nice looking shoe.
See, there's no tongue.
No tongue.
And you wear these patterned socks.
Beautiful.
And if you can just imagine a pair of white linen.
White linen slacks, those shoes and socks is a smashing knockout outfit.
Would have been striking, huh?
But this isn't bad in itself.
Oh, this is great.
This is...
It's kind of hard to sit in shorts, isn't it?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Is that good linen?
This is pretty good linen, yeah. No, yeah.
Are you drying out over there? No, it's going away.
Almost.
That's never going to work.
Anyway, we got to do a commercial already? Okay, because we did so many new products. We're coming right back. Don't go away.
This is a Tyson chicken. Generations of fine breeding have made this chicken one of the most succulent available. Putting it into a sandwich in this form, however, leaves room for very little else. These are Tyson breast patties. They are made with the tender breast meat of the same delicious Tyson chicken. To choose between Tyson chicken and Tyson breast patties depends simply on how much extra room you'll be needing in your sandwich. Tyson breast patties. It's Tyson chicken, only smaller.
I know you're not sitting around waiting to hear this, but it's the sound of no grease on plastic. If your plastic doesn't do this, you need